Yo, 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 yo. What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up? Give everybody a little chance to make their way in here. You know, give me a chance to figure out what's going on, where my boy Mooseius went. Time to log into Storyblocks, grab my background music. Let's hop into this music. Let's see what we got. Let's go. The Feeling of Wonder View Collection. This is what I'm talking about. This is that good stuff. Oh, these are only 10-second clips. Get out of here. I want music. I want full-on music. What kind of mood we feeling tonight? Playful, relaxing, sad, serious, happy, epic, dark, angry. Let's go with happy and inspiring. Vocals, we're going to do no vocals. All right, so we got some good stuff. Far too loud, as it always is. There we go. Getting the music going. This stream is about to be lit once Mooseius decides to show up. I don't know where the heck he's at. Don't know, no idea where Mooseius is at. We kind of need him around to help with this bad boy. Very curious where everyone went. Normally he's right on time. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he got taken by like a Wendigoon or something. And that seems likely. We'll give him a couple minutes. Just jam out to the music, you know? I mean, the stream isn't lit yet anyway, so, you know, who cares? Ooh. This does kind of slap, though. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I'm kind of feeling this track. There's Mooseius. Mooseius, what took you so long?
We are in. Sorry, I was finishing up dinner. My bad.
Eating dinner? Eating when you're supposed to be streaming?
Mm-hmm. I know.
All right, well, your audio's... wait a second, hold on. I can fix this. Keep talking.
Fix my dinner? Nah, it's fucked up.
No, I was talking about your audio. You're a little bit quieter than me. You're like a skosh quieter than me. And the music is kind of drowning out a little bit, but we're going to get rid of the music now that you're here.
Ooh.
Mooseius, how you been since last week?
I've had a lot of stuff happen that I cannot elaborate on.
All right. You, like, killed some people or what?
Not necessarily.
Mm.
Give me 1 second here. I got to go hide a body.
Oh, fair enough.
My webcam.
We've all been there.
Yeah, you know, I can't afford the cleaner costs. I got to do it all myself. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I know how that is.
Lady, sing this song, doo-dah, doo-dah. Hampton lady all night long. Oh, the doo-dah day. Oh, the doo-dah day. Oh, day.
You get that figured out there, buddy? We'll see if he gets this figured out.
Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Hope I get away with it. Oh, doo-dah day. Time to do Oh, the doodah day.
All right, well, this is great broadcasting. I really appreciate this. This is good. This is what we like to see.
All right.
All right, you got it figured out there, buddy?
The body has been hidden,
Oh,
and
fantastic.
here I am. Ooh,
All right, you gonna
I
go on
look
video,
awful.
or are we just gonna?
yeah, I'm bright. One moment, I have to dial in my lighting here, so I don't look
Fantastic.
like a pale, ugly ghost.
There we go.
Just kidding. That's gonna be forever.
Now, of course, I
And-
got to do one thing on my end to make sure that A, the video is going to keep rendering forever, and B, that you're not totally
There we
taking up
go.
the entire thing. There we go.
Oh, look at that. My white balance is actually set proper.
I think that's a microaggression, dude. Are you allowed to talk about white balance like that? I mean, what is proper white balance?
It's where I don't look like Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Mm,
That's what it is.
mm. Yeah,
I've
so
got-
Casper the Unfriendly Ghost is not white? Is that what you're saying?
Mm.
Hmm. Very
It's-
curious.
Mm-hmm. And let's see. Do
All
I
right,
do
so this is
light
good.
mode?
So we're just vamping until we can track down one of the people that was supposed to be a great a welcome addition to the surf or to the resume review, but no, they're not here. What are we supposed to do?
Do we have anyone in the chat?
No,
Nope.
they're not here. They're gone. I mean, we can be on here now. I guess I can. I could play Subway Surfers, if that works. I'll just play
You-
Subway Surfers until we get someone.
You could play Subway Surfers.
This is
until-
that high quality content that you've come to expect from the Nate stream.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, absolutely.
Minesweeper really got everyone going the other day.
Oh God.
All right, Minesweeper online, fantastic. So tell me when you think I've made a mistake, because I don't make mistakes. It's impossible. I've literally never made a mistake in my life.
Well, we'll wait and see if what's his name, Rezavan, kicks around.
Yeah, hopefully Resvon
And,
shows up. 'Cause
If
right
not,
now- yeah.
I mean, maybe it's
maybe.
time to start promoting the stream elsewhere.
It might be
Because
time. It may have been time to start promoting the stream elsewhere a long time ago.
Maybe. I guess I can talk a little bit about my job search so far.
Please,
to
go ahead.
fill the dead air.
Yeah, sure.
Hasn't been going well.
Hasn't been going well. That is a shame.
Not as well as I'd like it to be.
Certainly.
And
Hold on a second. I'm sorry to do this. My glasses are in my backpack all the way across the room. I gotta get those before I can use the computer too much.
You can't see. Nice. Cheers. In the meantime, we've got 4 viewers and nary something to view while we wait for a resume to come in. Although, I think we've perhaps...
Now I am bespectacled and ready to work. And by work,
Aye.
I mean play Minesweeper until the people that said they'd be around show up.
Well, let's see. I could gripe about my job search not
Please.
going well.
Please, gripe about your
I-
job search not going well.
I have a theory, and that is that a lot of these recruiters and stuff are really just looking at like years of experience as
That
the
sucks.
sole metric. But what I realized is I don't really know that, do I? Because when companies reject candidates, they never really they never say why, right? As a matter of policy. Nice.
Well,
So
cool it.
I guess I was thinking that I was like, yeah, it's there. Yep, there we go. I was thinking like, okay, maybe this is it. This is the metric that they're looking at. But I realized I don't know. The funny thing is, I'm applying to a lot of these jobs. I think I'm pretty qualified. I've been writing software for several years.
Mm,
You know,
mm.
I've gotten interviews. Which is interesting. Like I'll get to the first round. I'll talk to them. They ask about my like professional experience, or whatever, and then yeah, I get the rejection letter. But then like a day or two later, the job listing's back up.
That is
Part of me is
strange.
like, I'm just like, what the hell, like, and what almost guts me a little bit too is I know for a fact that for the jobs I'm applying to, there's probably at least one candidate that is better than me, right? In pretty much all of these circumstances. I don't know that I'll ever be the best. I can only hope that the best candidate, if they have one, like finds another job or cancels,
Or get
and maybe
stabbed in like a horrific accident or a murder or whatever. Yeah, I got you.
yeah, or you know, killed by a ginger and tucked away off screen. Um,
Classic.
but yeah, it's just like nope, we don't no thanks. And then also they relist the application, and it's like you didn't necessarily find anyone. Like you're still looking, so it makes me scratch my head. Um, where those threes are on the corner above your cursor, where I'm a few seconds behind, you've got two free tiles because that one three is already surrounded.
What?
Yep, there you go. You got them.
Yeah, I'm,
Uh,
I'm working on it.
see, and in the meantime, I'm watching the resume review chat, and we'll see if we get either of them in.
Yeah, I don't know. They said
But
they'd be around, right? We said we'd review their resumes. This looks really unprofessional. I asked a couple of people I usually don't talk to all that often to join the stream, and now what are they getting? Nothing. They're just watching me play Minesweeper, objectively the worst game in the world. This game sucks.
game a chance to a certain point. But
Yeah.
yeah, all to say, on the application front for me, hmm, it sucks, but I'm gonna keep trying. This week
Mm.
had some interesting stuff happen that's reinvigorated me, and yeah,
Could it be that your resume is shit and you need to take some of my advice?
could be.
Mm.
Well, that's the thing. I've
Mm.
gotten I get a lot of hits, right? I get a lot of recruiters hitting me up, like saying, "Hey, we want you to go. We'd really love it if you could work here and write Python. We'd really love it if you could work here, write Java and JavaScript." And over again, I'm like, no,
Mm.
I I don't want to work with those languages, right? Like if it's going to be JavaScript, I don't want to do that all, right? I can do JavaScript on the front end, but I'm not doing backend JS. Um, Unrelated. You hear the news about Sam Altman?
Yeah,
I hear,
fired from OpenAI.
yeah, hey man, he should come on the
Hmm.
stream.
Oh, it'd be
If
great to get
anyone.
Sam Altman on here. I don't know how I would do that. I don't run in his circles. He's a rich former tech CEO, and I am a dude in my house.
It's like if he even had to work a day in his life again, that would be impressive. Although I hear that. Oh, hang on. Uh, Bottom center ish, you've got 2, 3, 4, and the 2 needs an extra flag next to it, and then the 3 is clear.
Oh, you're totally right. Good catch. Oh, great. That's very helpful.
Nice.
Love to see it.
So I guess we're we're all kind of on this circumstance. I mean, I didn't think I would be. I guess I didn't really think about how I would feel when the news broke, But I'm like, okay, you've got OpenAI, who are arguably like this fucking unicorn breakout success now. You
Certainly.
know, they've regardless of whether or not you like ChatGPT, they've shifted the industry, right?
I believe it's pronounced Chat
There's
Jippity.
ChatGPT, yeah,
Mm.
and now I just read that and it's like, oh, the CEO of this extremely influential company is out now, and it's kind of got me just thinking, like, I don't know, like what the fuck is going to happen now?
Mm.
It's they're not publicly traded, privately held, but the amount of influence they have on the industry regardless is like insane. And also the reason that they dismissed him, did you read it at all?
No, what's that about?
They cited it was a let me not mince my words here. Press release. We are grateful to Mr. Altman's departure follows a deliberate review process by the board, which concluded that he was, quote, not consistently candid in his communications with the board, hindering his ability to exercise its responsibilities. The board no longer has confidence in his ability to continue leading OpenAI. So it's like, what the fuck does that mean? He was not consistently candid in his communications. That's fucking meaningless, right?
I think that just means he was keeping secrets and they didn't like it, or they think he was keeping
Mm,
secrets and they didn't like it.
right. And I guess this is where the impasse comes in. It's that like we're in that bottom arrow shape with 3 1s and 3 2s. Your topmost two already has 2 flags in it, therefore you can clear the rest around it
Oh, missed that one.
and the
Yeah.
one as well.
There we go. That's what I'm looking for. This is that shit, dog. This is that shit. All right, that doesn't help much.
So I guess we're all kind of waiting with bated breath now. Waiting for Sam Altman to whatever NDAs he's under, come out and say, hey, like this is the story, this is how things went down. Um, in the meantime, because
It's one of
we're
these two. There's nothing I can do about it. They're both equally
hang,
likely.
hang on, I can't see your the other, but
It's these two. Oh, I'm sorry.
well, what about the three down there?
Stream chat's
But I
coming
can't,
up.
I can't. Yeah, don't worry about messing with your overlay.
It's one of these
Oh,
two. Because all three of these
you're
is
just gonna have to come
ones
back
we
to it.
know, and then it's one of them, and then it's ones we know, and then one of these. It's ones we know, and then one of them, and then ones we know, and then one of them.
You're just gonna have to clear the rest of the board, I think, and come back to it. It's
Yeah, I
ambiguous.
guess.
So my speculation, and I want to hear what you think about this, is that OpenAI has been, I feel, pretty transparent about the abilities of their deep learning models, right? Like they've been pretty upfront that hey, this is like new technology. It's not fully accurate. Like it can lie to you. There's inconsistency,
Mm-hmm.
and I think Microsoft, since they have like the majority stake, they're really pushing this stuff, and I think they want to. Knowing what I know about Microsoft and knowing what I've heard from you know coworkers who have friends that work there, I can see them trying to be very cavalier about this technology, right, and pushing it forward.
Of course.
And I feel that Sam Altman probably was like, no, need to be slower. He's, I mean, he's a fucking expert on this stuff, right? Like he led the charge, so he knows better than anyone. And yeah, I mean, that's like
Hmm.
my speculation. It's just that he wanted to take it slow. He wanted to be cautious, and the shareholders. and then Microsoft is just like, no, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we want to make extract maximum wealth out of this thing, whether or not it is actually accurate. You know, I stopped short of saying ethical, because ethical is always a kind of nebulous thing, right?
This is the most
Oh,
boring conversation.
it is. Yeah, it is. It's unfortunate we
And
don't have
we have a backdrop
any.
of me playing the most boring game.
It is.
You know what?
I say,
How about we finally review my resume?
all right, let's do it. I was gonna say give another 9 minutes, see if we get anyone showing up, but I'm just sitting here monologuing. So
All right. Now this is a resume worth reviewing. I mean, look at this. It's beautiful. I was literally somebody complimented our resume today. Now I did bring it up, but still. I mean, this is beautiful. This is what a resume should look like. Any thoughts?
um, okay, let's see. Looking at this resume, uh, I'm a recruiter. Have you done REST APIs?
No, that's stupid. I don't care. I'm not here
I
to
see.
impress companies that put people that don't know what they're talking about in charge of my employment. It means that there's a pattern of them putting people who shouldn't be in charge in charge. So I have specifically tailored my resume to only be useful to people that know what's going on.
Very well. You've all right.
Additionally, a REST API isn't a REST API.
I yeah. Talk about boring conversations. Um, let's see.
Not when I yell throughout.
So Equifax chargeback prevention and resolution.
Yep.
So led an international remote team to develop Go
Lead international
microservices.
rope. I should make sure it's not lead. I should make sure that's lead. Those words are spelled the same yet pronounced differently.
Led is the past tense of lead.
Yeah.
You don't say leaded.
Mm. Mm.
Actively contributed
Mm.
to the team code base. Developed high quality template utilizing modern Go code structure and standards. Collaborated closely with other organizations to coordinate deployments and adherence to standards.
Mm. Wow.
So,
Wow.
uh,
Powerful.
my first thing
Wow.
is okay. You've
This is too good.
actively contributed to a team
Uh,
code base. What
no.
contributions?
What you don't understand? As a team lead, that means I'm willing to get in there, dude. I'm willing to get in there. I don't have to write any code. I don't have to write a single line, but I do anyway.
Yeah, I suppose if you want to be like an NCA, but if I mean honestly, that'll probably get you a lot of places. For me personally, I don't think that someone can lead in a programming role if they do not program,
Oh,
right?
I've seen him try,
Because
but that ain't me.
yeah, I mean, all that happens, or it doesn't happen immediately. And you've been there for May 2023 to present, but like you give it, I don't know, a year, 2 years, and the longer someone is managing programming without staying in practice, they
Yeah, they just get
just
worse
kind
and
of,
worse at it.
yeah, you
Hmm.
you lose sight of like what it is to actually be in a code base and to start off. I mean, okay, the natural thing is
Oh, Gray Tech
you,
Corp. We would definitely hire you, Nate. Thanks, Tiff. That's my cousin who runs a startup, Gray Tech Corp.
nice. Wow, I just totally lost my thought there. Um, being a leader, working. The way programming works, oftentimes you have a problem. You start working towards it, and halfway through working, your solution, you realize, oh, hey, I've missed the mark here,
Mhm.
and I have to course correct or start over. And now, I know the right thing to do. Even if we're starting from scratch, it'll take us half as much time because
Mhm.
we've already done it once before. We know our target better, and
Mhm.
that's it. Just happens a lot that as you solve a problem, you learn more about the problem and then how to better solve it. And with with managers, it's like they lose sight of what that process means, of how that works, and they start giving orders. Or the worst thing is that you are a lead who is not hands on with a product, who's not hands on with his problems. So then you're telling people what to do, even though you don't really have the proper direction to give them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Now, so that's good that you actively contributed to the team code base. I would say, how did you contribute to the code base? I would want more color with that.
Yikes.
Developed, yikes, of course. Developed high quality template utilizing modern Go code structure and standards. So I guess I would really have to ask, like, what would the nature of those templates be? Like, because I can't say I've ever worked in a project
Mm.
where I guess within, like, I don't know, Laravel or Phoenix or Django, you have these like generator commands. Is that sort of what that was?
So I'm not going to get into the specifics, of course, but basically, Equifax is a very large corporate organization with a lot of rules, responsibilities, and things that you have to make sure your code does. Right? You have to make sure it's secure in certain ways. It's going to be deployed in specific ways. And we got there was a template, but we're planning on having some number of microservices, and you want to make it so that somebody starts from a clean slate of something that adheres to all of the standards, right?
Okay. Yeah. So, I think there's a talk from Uber about almost exactly this, that I watched years and years ago, where they were like, yeah, for all these microservices, we have a common set of things that we want. One of them, the base thing being like logging, right? Logging, tracing. So so that makes sense. Um, what I'm reading from here is that you wrote Go code and more Go code.
Mm.
So I will
Mm.
hire you to be a Go developer
Mm-mm.
and not much else, which I
Mm-mm.
think is
Mm-mm.
exactly what you want to go for.
No.
You want to do something different? What
Well,
do you
what
want
are
to
you talking
do?
about? Collaborating closely with other organizations to coordinate deployments and adherence to standards. I mean, that's leadership right there. You think they let regular engineers go talk to other groups? No, they don't. Come on.
I collaborated closely with other organizations
No,
to
no, no, no,
coordinate
no, no,
deployments
no,
and
no, no,
adhere
no,
to
no, 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 no.
standards.
The level at which it's happening is totally different. You have no idea. Anyway,
You're flying out to Japan
did you
on
did
on
you
a
lead an
private
international
jet.
remote team to develop Go microservices? Yeah,
Uh,
that's what I thought.
no,
Yeah,
I
that's
did
what I
not
thought. Okay.
lead
All right.
a team in
Okay.
India.
All right. Not India,
Oh, sorry, Pakistan.
not
Sorry,
Pakistan.
Serbia, Ukraine, Russia,
Somewhere. Don't worry about it.
the Tianjin Economic Development Zone.
That's it.
Grid Plus phone on, senior software engineer.
Ooh,
Wrote
damn.
RPC application and protocol for coordinating asset transfers.
Ooh.
Develop multi-platform build and packaging pipelines for continuous deployment.
Ooh.
Wrote embedded code for Java card platform smart cards.
Yikes.
Yikes. And led development of crypto asset transfer protocol.
Wowzers. I
So,
mean, that is all top tier stuff. Enough said. Let's move on. I mean, do you have anything else to say about that? Come
um, I guess if I'm an interviewer, I would ask, what Java card is.
on.
Um,
A Java card. It's only the embedded programming. It's only the embedded platform running on your credit card right now. And then I'd flash them the plat so they know I'm real. I'm a real one.
I guess from here, if I'm a recruiter or if I'm doing the initial filter, you wrote an RPC application, okay, and protocol. So you've done some like RPC protocol stuff. You've done some CI/CD.
Beautiful.
Um,
Beautiful. Hold on, hold
you
on, hold on,
wrote.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Multi-platform. I'm talking Windows. I'm talking Mac OS. I'm talking Linux. But they got to ask about that before I expand.
It's not that special when you consider that Java runs on a billion plus devices.
Yeah, except I
Um,
did a desktop application on all these platforms. You know how many people I've met that have done desktop applications on all these platforms for this with the same core code base?
I'm guessing you
Me. I
probably
own a
also
mirror. That's it, buddy.
guessing you probably did this in Go and used like Fine or Whales, which is effectively just a web application
No, I actually
with.
cheated. We just ran a web application, and I just had it open the browser, and somebody else wrote all the front end parts. This is
Yeah.
nowhere near as intense of platform specific work as I do on Pape Changer.
So you wrote embedded code for Java card platform smart cards. I guess when I read embedded code, I start to think it is either like and Java card platform smart cards. Was that Go as well? Was that like Tiny Go? Was that
No, it's Java,
oh
embedded
Java?
Java card.
Ooh. Okay, let's move on from that. Let's. I'm not gonna.
That's the most technically impressive thing on this entire resume.
Let's keep this up on the up and up. So you led development on Go API for managing Kubernetes accounts within Spinnaker,
Yeah, it's a deployment
uh,
platform that doesn't matter anymore.
on a Go service API for managing led development on Go service. I guess you can say on. It's just abridged. On Go service for coordinating GitOps Kubernetes deployments to store environments, manage containerized development and deployment within Docker and Kubernetes environments, configure and manage enterprise Spinnaker instance for continuous deployment. Okay, so this is just like a straight DevOps role. You've
It
used
was
some,
not,
some
but it looks like it. We weren't
well,
doing DevOps. We were supporting a platform
one
for
moment.
DevOps. We didn't actually have to do any DevOps except for on our own team, which is no more DevOps than anyone. Very unprofessional. Taking the headphones off. This is painful. This hurts. Where are the people whose resumes we're supposed to be dealing with? We had people in the Discord who said, "Please review my resume," and then they don't show up. This is awful. We need to push this thing more places so that we can get more candidates.
Sorry about that.
Anyway.
I had to miss out on all that.
Oh no,
Can you repeat yourself?
I was just bitching about nobody showing up.
Ah, gotcha.
Mm.
Well, yeah. We'll have to plug the stream next time. So, like you said, or
Mhm.
this seems like a DevOps role, but it wasn't. So that's fine. It is DevOps what you want to express then?
Bro, this is so far down on the resume it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah,
I don't
it
want to
does.
express
Because
DevOps. I don't care about DevOps, but you
scroll
know,
up, right? Because I'm really looking for a
this
person
is years in the past, dog.
that's 20. That's not that far
So many
back.
years, dude. This is ancient history. You know how I got to this job? I rode a dinosaur.
A dinosaur.
Yeah.
2019.
Yep.
I started my current job now in October 2019. It's not that far back. That's only 4 years. That's not a decade ago.
It's
So
it's it may as well be a decade ago.
what I see at the top and at Phonon, I see a lot of development,
Yeah.
but I don't see a lot of DevOps. Right?
What are you
A
talking
little
about?
bit of DevOps at Grid Plus Phonon. Yeah. So you've
Kubernetes
got like a
deployments.
small amount. So
I mean,
if
I hate DevOps, and I want to lead a team that writes code. So
yeah, but everyone has to do DevOps, right?
yeah, sure.
Like there's organizations that try to have that not be the case. They try to separate developer operations from developers,
I'll
but
tell you,
I
the only pleasant experience I had doing DevOps was working on the team that managed the DevOps deployment platform because I made all the rules. When I say I made all the rules, I mean the team made all the rules. I was nowhere near as senior as I am these days.
I would just say as general practice, like I don't think it's good for companies if they can help it to have separate like DevOps and developer teams. I think that developers who write software should be responsible for deploying it to,
Oh yeah,
you
certainly.
know,
That is.
and having that division, I feel like only makes sense. I'm sorry, can you hear the barking in the
Yeah,
background?
100%.
Okay, give me a minute.
Yet another minute. Damn. Damn. What am I to do? Guess I'll just play Subway Surfers. That'll work. So sorry to everyone who's here. This is literally the best we can do. Let's try this again. Nope, gotta watch a Switch ad. I'm not gonna play this ad. I'll go to this one. Yeah. So we need to push this stream more so we can get more people to submit their resumes because clearly this whole thing isn't working. Mm-hmm. We are not getting enough people in the old Discord to submit the resumes, so our reviews, our review skills are just going wasted. I mean, this is the probably the greatest loss of talent that the universe has ever seen. You know, I mean, it's going wasted. It's like keeping a Monet in the basement.
Sorry about that.
But luckily, we have Subway Surfers to distract us from the problems we're dealing with.
We just we just doing this for now.
What do you mean? Oh, I was doing this while you were gone.
Yeah. Here. I'm back. If you want to continue.
Now I'm playing Subway Surfers, dude.
Well, all right. As far as your resume goes, I think reading it, you've got a Go backend developer job, which I know is what you want and what you want to continue to do. And yeah, that's really it. That's what I would hire you for.
Hell yeah.
You are very specialized.
And by that you mean you would hire me to lead a team of Go developers.
That
Hell
would
yeah.
be
Hell yeah.
more difficult. I mean, if I'm hiring a leader, it really is going to come down to like the fucking interview process, right? As to
Oh, and you think I screw up interviews? Come on.
not necessarily.
You're forgetting about this. Look at this. Oh, boom. Leadership experience.
I would say
as
that
recently as 2018, I was at the Solution Center leading as a student team lead. Come on. Come on now.
I would say that if
Hey, there's intruders in your house. There's people in your house. You need to.
Yeah. I know my roommate.
You got to dispatch.
Yeah, I know. Dispatch my roommate.
Mm-hmm.
So where was I at? I would say if you were to interview for a team lead position, you would definitely not want to be conceited, even if you are smarter and more capable than everyone.
Here's the thing. I'm not only smarter and more capable than everyone, I'm also more conceited than everyone. And they have to know that. They will submit to my will.
And student team lead manage 5 to 15 student employees on a shift at any given time.
Beautiful.
Build task distribution system, resulting in increased workflow and help ticket management.
Wow.
And train 20 new employees on developing policies and technical solutions.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It's a good start, but you know, like you said, it's so far down the resume that like it doesn't.
What are you talking about? This is recent. This is 2016 through 2018. I mean,
nah, the cutoff is 2019.
No idea what you're talking about, dude. Dude, I rode a hoverboard to this job. Do you realize we don't even have those yet? They don't even exist yet. That's how recent it is. It's in the future.
I would say 5 to 15 student. The real question I have is, okay, was this job really in anger, right? Was the stuff you did here, you know, if you failed in your duties, was shit really going to fall apart?
No, I'll tell you what would have happened if I failed in my duties. I would have to do more work.
Right. Give me one more second. Sorry, a lot of interruptions this. Sorry about that. Um, I guess this is another topic worth discussing about resumes and
Hmm.
jobs. And it kind of comes down to the whole recruiter thing of like, um, yeah, you're just gonna play more online games. Okay, sure.
I was for a second, then I
Um,
stopped. Why are you watching the actual stream? You got to watch the stream on Discord so you can see it in real time.
suppose I do. I was just watching the chat in case anyone popped through, because we're just trying to fill dead air here.
Yeah, no one's asking for the resume to be reviewed. This is really disappointing. I should not have set this the Friday stream up to be purely driven by the community. Can't trust other
Uh,
people. We got to get a technical project going. That's what we need.
hmm, down for that. We helped out. There's someone else in the Discord, Tenant, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking to them about different opportunities, and there's an unfortunate heuristic that recruiters use, like we said, that they look for years of professional experience, right? Which is a bullshit metric,
Yeah.
right? Like it doesn't mean anything. You could have worked professionally on an internal fucking tool that your whole team looked at and said like, well, this guy's dumb, we're not going to use this. And that's professional experience. But what they're really looking for, the recruiters in that metric, what they're trying to get at is, have you written something in anger, right? That it's like there's actual stakes. If you fucked up, was there going to be consequences? You know? And that's really in terms of like applying jobs. This guy, Tenant, he had of his options. There's one company he could have worked at where he would have been paid well and done intern projects, but they told him straight up at the end of the day, hey, once you're done here, we're throwing all your work out, right? Like they literally did stuff just for the interns,
Certainly.
and that was it. And I feel like if you have that on a resume, that is not as good as if you did an internship elsewhere and you actually worked on a production system where there's like, real value added or real consequences otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, is social proof. Social proof drives the industry,
Social
whether we
proof.
like it or not. I also see on here skills, Rust programming language, 2 years.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
No, it's not.
Disqualified.
No, it absolutely is not a lie.
You've been writing Rust for 2 years.
Yeah. This is counting from the first time I used the technology till today.
Right.
Linux, 10
And
years. Rust,
personal
2 years.
projects, web, and embedded systems. So I'm a recruiter. This is our first interview. You're interviewing for a Rust position.
Hmm.
Not that you would.
I would.
So you would?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you used Rust in production?
No.
Okay.
Actually, yes.
gonna-
Actually, I have used Rust in production.
And what'd you use Rust in production for?
I wrote a back-end API for a media browsing application that I run in my home.
You run in your home.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to talk to you for about 15 more minutes. I'm going to fill in all of the required fields that my boss has given me, and then I am going to send you a polite rejection letter
No.
a week from now.
No, you're going to go, your home. And I go, yes, my home is a production environment. I treat my home like production. I have a dev, I have stage, and I have prod in my home. In fact,
Of course.
the DevOps workflows at my house, even though I hate DevOps, are better than those at most Fortune 500 companies, if not all Fortune 500 companies. I have a fully GitHub Actions-based workflow. It's beautiful, and it works perfectly. And I have 99.99% uptime in my home. You can go through my GitHub, and you can find my Rust project. And you can look at it, and you can go, wow, that truly is Rust code. I bet that code compiles using a recent Rust compiler.
It is the most Rust code ever.
They would go, wow, you have more experience than everybody else that says they have. You clearly are more competent in Rust than everybody else that claims competence in Rust. And I will go, yes.
Another
Yes,
question
I'm better
on
than
here.
everyone that claims to be competent in Rust.
Is I see you say that you do Python here. Python programming for 8 years.
Yep.
But when I looked at the bullet points on your resume, it didn't really come across. I got
Oh, right
more
here.
like for
Right here.
Go
And right here.
numerous.
And right here.
Okay, cool. But you should say Python then. And
No.
if
I
you
don't want a Python
did web
job.
spiders,
I don't
you
want a
should do
Python job.
Porsche.
I don't want a Python job.
All right, perfect then. So your resume is tailored for the leader of a team that is using Go,
Yep.
and that is what you want to do.
Yeah.
In that case, I guess it's good enough.
My only regret with this resume is that I've lost the Rego language. It's there. Something had to go. I had to get rid of a lot of bullet points and a lot of things, and we lost Rego.
Mm-mm-mm.
And that is probably the only thing wrong with my resume.
I think if I'm a developer hiring you, I do like to see that you do have Rust on there, so at least you're exploring multiple languages. I think that there's something to be said for that. The fuck is this?
Damn.
V if hello equal world, V not
Damn.
equal true. This is
Damn.
very strange.
Damn. I know.
This is
Damn.
very, very, very
I know.
strange.
Damn. 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 That's all I can say. Damn.
Scalar value.
We had to lose Rego. Damn. It's a shame. We lost Rego. Damn.
I think that's a justice to the world.
Damn.
Listen, Rego.
No, Rego's beautiful. Damn.
Well,
Look at this. Array comprehensions, object comprehensions, set comprehensions, rules, generating sets. Damn.
something else I can talk about for my week.
This is
This might be
truly,
interesting.
truly disappointing.
I had
Damn.
I had a recruiter hit me up.
Yeah.
They were looking for someone to do high-level communication stuff with medical devices.
Yeah.
And the whatchamacallit, LinkedIn.com. Let me read the protocols they got here, because maybe you know something about these that I don't. They were looking for someone who required skills Python 5 years, Java 5 years. They wanted I2C, SPI, and RS-232.
Okay.
Now, first of all,
I know what all of those things are.
you do.
Yeah.
What are they?
R2C is a communication interface for embedded systems. SPI is another communication interface for embedded systems. And what was the other thing?
RS-232.
Oh, that is yet another communication interface for embedded systems.
And yeah, so they wanted that. And I guess you could do that in Python and Java.
You really can't do those things in Python and Java.
Of
There's an
course.
embedded Python language that isn't Python but looks very similar to Python from a syntax standpoint that isn't embedded Python that you can do that in.
Is it dynamically typed? Does it have global interpreter lock?
I don't know that it does have a global interpreter lock. It probably does. Actually, I bet it doesn't now that I think of it.
Can you pip install?
You can on things that are pure Python, as far as I understand.
Well, let's see. In any case, they were looking for a developer to do this stuff. Recruiter was talking to me. I was entertaining it. And she said, yeah, they had an associate write all this stuff. And he fucked it up, right? It wasn't standards compliant, and they weren't happy with him. And he was gone for whatever reason.
Got him.
And so I don't really know much about embedded stuff. Not this. I've worked with binary protocols. I've done some UDP. But I figured, hey, I could do it, right? But I straight up told the woman, I would not do this stuff in Java and I'd not do this stuff in Python. I don't think that those are the appropriate languages for this, right?
Correct.
If I had to pick a language to do it in, I would probably use
Rust. Rust.
Rust, Zig,
Incorrect
or
answer.
Go or Elixir,
Also
depending
incorrect
on.
answers. Nope. Go is another, not actually the language that is fake.
Of course.
The correct answer is to do it in C, because all the other languages for embedded are severely lagging behind.
So, well, okay, so here's what I don't know, right? I'm really scratching my fucking head at how they mention these protocols in the same breath as Java or Python, right? That's like
Mhm.
a what the fuck thing to me.
Yeah, certainly.
So I'm like, okay, what are you really doing? Are you actually trying to implement these protocols? Because if you are, you're fucking stupid because someone's probably already done it in
Mhm.
C and the implementation's like 20 years old and you just need an FFI to call this shit, right?
Certainly.
Okay. So if this is the case, you need a language that's very good at socket programming, very good at working with messages and
You
binary
don't even
data.
need that. Just do it in C.
Anyway, woman said, yeah, this guy fucked this up, but they're looking to hire someone to update and maintain his code, right?
Ooh, that's what you want to do. You want to take someone else's garbage heap and make it your own garbage heap. I've done that before.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. This person did a terrible fucking job. They didn't comply with any standards, and their code is terrible, and they no longer work here.
Hmm.
But we want someone to use their code anyway and keep working on it. It's like, isn't that just a fucking rewrite at that point? Like, why are you even sticking with their shit? Throw the fuck out.
Oh, because they have thousands of customers that depend on it, of course.
Yes, on their non-standards compliant software.
Yes. Why would you make your code standards compliant when you could make it make money?
Anyway, I talked with a recruiter. They were looking for a senior developer to work on this stuff. And I was
Oh, what
like,
the
all right,
heck? Look at this. This car should have four-wheel drive, but it doesn't.
nice. In your browser game.
I
I
keep hitting the wrong
talked
key.
to the woman and I said I'd be cool working on this job. But if I did, I'd want to be able to pick the language, right? I would actually have to get in there. I would have to see what the hell they're trying to do. And I would actually have to pick a language that made sense. Because I also thought there's no fucking way that they're actually doing this stuff in Java and Python. That's insane, right?
Yeah.
Java maybe, Python's fucking nuts.
Java also no. Python absolutely not.
Do not put Python on a medical device. Just don't. Just don't fucking do that. But and of course, like that was a non-starter with recruiter. She just fucking ignored me after that. I'm like, all right,
Of course.
There was another company. Actually, Bring a Trailer, if you're familiar.
I'm familiar with Bring a Trailer.
Gonna bring up bringatrailer.com.
Sure, why not? I got nothing better to do. No one showed up.
Me
Not that
neither.
I'm mad or anything. That's certainly Bring a Trailer.
Oh, all right. Now, if you 2005 Ford GT. Go ahead and inspect element,
Yeah, I'm
if
looking
you
at
would.
this. This is pretty gross.
And let's see. We've got, if you click a link with the network inspector, uh, not necessarily like that. Like open up network and then just click any old link on the site. You can see
That's a lot. Oh,
it's
it's
a
still
lot.
going. Oh. Oh.
Can you do me a favor? Bringatrailer.com/WP-JSON.
Slash WP dash JSON. No jot.
However, it responded to you.
Yeah.
So you know what that means, right?
What?
This is WordPress. Their whole fucking auction website is WordPress. All of this. It's
I mean, it looks
all
like they did a pretty good
PHP
job.
and it's all WordPress. Yeah. I mean, it's you can hardly tell. They've done good work here.
Well, here, watch
But
this.
obviously,
Here's how I can tell. That took
how
too
can you
long.
tell?
If I'm on speedtest.net, I'm getting gig.
Yeah. The page refresh takes a while.
I'm not getting
It's
gig.
still
Am I on Wi-Fi?
otherwise.
I should be on a wired network right now. whatever.
Case in point made. Ping 2 milliseconds, good download speed. Now here's the deal.
Why am I not connected on broadband?
They
What?
got acquired by some company called
There we go.
Hearst. And Hearst has an auto division that has they run a whole bunch of like publishing shit, right?
Yeah.
And talking with a recruiter, looking at the job listing, they wanted to move everything from PHP because they wanted to build an event-driven system, have real-time auctions and stuff, and all these rich features. I'm like, all right, yeah, you know, you want to move away from PHP.
TV
They want
Josh
to move
says
to
hack it.
fucking-
All right.
They want to move all of this shit to JavaScript and Next.js and
That
React.
would be bad. Oh, I really
With-
appreciate how they're still
with
using V2
Firebase.
and V3.
Firebase for the database.
This sounds like a list of memes.
It is a list of memes. And it's I messaged the woman. I'm like, look, you're looking for a senior developer. And she said, we think that your work experience is extraordinary, right? And awesome and all these great things. And I'm like, yes, I will be so audacious to say that you are correct, right? I've been around. I've seen what works. I know what you actually want with this application, as a matter of fact, because I've done shit like this before. What you want is a backend language that has a concurrent runtime that can intuitively handle lots of open connections and lots of live updates and WebSockets at scale.
What you want is Go, and you probably said Elixir, and that's probably why you didn't get that job.
No,
Got it?
no. I said Go or Elixir.
Oh, okay.
Right. What do you mean? Okay, here's actually what I said. What I said was that JavaScript has not that great of a concurrency model, and that they would be better served by a language that had communicating sequential processes or actor model. That is actually what I said. Right? I didn't want to immediately name the language and rule myself out. But nonetheless, no, TV Josh, their heads did not explode. They tried to keep justifying the whole JavaScript thing to me. The reason they're going with JavaScript is because all of their other tech bullshit uses JavaScript. So of course, this live auction house that they want to build has to use JavaScript as well, which is really kind of the dumbest fucking decision they could possibly make. Is like, oh, the rest of our organization uses this language, so isn't JS async?
Yeah, he's got you there.
It's coroutines, yeah, really shitty coroutines in single-threaded runtime, but yes, it is indeed a marginally better choice than PHP. Only marginally. Anyway, I talked to him. I was like, look, I understand exactly what you're making here. I'd love to work for you because I'd love to work for Bring a Trailer, right? It's a cool fucking website, a lot of cool cars, and it'd be fun to tell people, hey, I work on Bring a Trailer. I dare say I look like the type of person that would work on Bring a Trailer.
Yeah, it's a shame you drive a shit car.
I know. Anyway, I would actually like to buy a fun car off of Bring a Trailer.
Why don't you get this Datsun 240Z 4-speed project?
Because it's probably going to be overpriced because that's how all these auction sites are.
Current bid's $5,100.
How much time? Yeah, it ends in 3 days.
Yeah.
And how much does a 1972 Datsun 240Z 4-speed go for?
Don't worry about it. What are you, a cop?
Guess we can talk about cars. A guy I was talking to today at the dog park. You're talking about cars. He has himself a Dodge Ram that he uses as daily. And he also has a BMW Z Series
Yikes.
that he tracks.
A base.
Yikes.
Now this is a car. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Get this.
Ooh, with the gold wheels. This may actually be my car.
It is.
No, I mean like literally my car. Oh wait, it's 2020, never mind.
This guy got himself, I think it was some sort of Z series that someone had blown the engine out of.
Z3,
right?
Z4, something?
Something like that. And he bought it for $100.
S54 swap that bad boy? Hell yeah.
He said engine swap. I think he said LS, but I don't know how that would work.
Ooh. Which LS? LSX? LS1? LS10?
He says he bought it for $750. So
could mean anything.
that I'm guessing that's like a first gen, probably, with that price. But here's the thing. It was a nuisance car. It was a fucking paperweight. This guy had it parked on someone else's property, and he'd left it for 5 years, right? So this dude was like, hey, you need to come get your car, right? You got to get rid of it. And he was like, well, I don't care about it anymore. He had been sitting for 5 years. The engine was blown. So you just sold it for $100, and this guy bought it sight unseen. Threw the engine out, literally took it to the dump, threw it in the trash. And, yeah. Now it's his project car. And that's the type of project car I want. I want to find a car that someone doesn't want to fucking deal with for $100 or free to literally get rid of it because it's taking up too much space and it's costing them money. And that'll be my project car.
Well, for that you got to go to Greg's List.
Greg's List, not Craigslist.
Yeah, Greg's List.
Why do you call it Greg's List?
I don't know. Somebody else did it a long time ago.
Nah, dude. I don't know. Even on here, I've looked at motorcycles and cars on Craigslist, and they're smoking crack.
It's pronounced Greg's List.
Greg's List. Okay, sure. 2020 Kenworth. Fucking pickup truck.
Let's go for real cars only. Rear-wheel drive, manual transmission.
Made before 2000.
All right. Type, obviously you want coupes only. Fuel, you want gas. Okay. Now these are the real sports cars. All right, so you got the Shelby Cobra kit car. G35 coupe. IROC Z. Ooh.
2003 Corvette CO6.
Ooh. Now this is the car. You gonna buy this bad boy?
1989
Rusty Wallace.
This is one of the actual stable cars. This car is part of a private collection. Okay. I would buy a car like this. I would not buy this car.
Why? What's your problem with Rusty Wallace?
My problem with Rusty Wallace is I don't know who the fuck that is.
How do you not know who Rusty Wallace is?
So I don't care.
Are you dumb?
And yeah, I mean, I'm certain this has sentimental value to someone.
Are you some kind of an idiot? Dude, he literally won the 89 Winston Cup Championship.
Good
He
for
was
him.
inducted into the NASCAR Hall of Fame.
Is he still alive?
Yes!
How about that?
He's 67.
Anyway.
How are you going to not know who Rusty Wallace is?
Anyway, I like the car.
Has 18 top 10s,
right?
2 poles in NASCAR Xfinity Series.
I have an uncle, my Uncle Ben, who, Ben was his last name, Ben Goldsmith. He died years ago, maybe more than a decade.
This guy?
And,
This guy?
no.
Oh.
No. Not the Rice Man.
Okay.
He raced cars, right? Drag strip. And he built them really well.
Yikes.
He was able to do runs.
Yikes
and,
on the drag
not,
strip.
not
Yikes. Big
blow his
yikes.
engine.
Massive yikes.
Okay.
Unimaginably large
yeah.
yikes.
But here's the thing. his race cars that he built them really fucking good, right? And I think there is value if you want to track a car, that just fucking buy something that someone's already built if you have the money, right? Like,
Yeah, that's what I
well,
did. I purchased a BMW that the BMW Corporation built, and I took it to the track.
yeah. Sure.
What do you
But
mean? Sure, sure,
that's
sure,
not
sure.
like
That's literally what I did.
not. It's not a roll cage. It's not tube frame. You
Why
know.
does it need to be tube frame? Look at this. I mean, this is me. This is literally me. This isn't like literally me, Ryan Gosling. This is like literally me, on a track. Watch this. Watch this. Boom, apex. Now watch me smoke this guy. Are you watching this?
Yep.
All right, you see him? You see him?
It's a nice enough car.
And then I fucking zoom past him like he's standing still. Also, he let me go, but still. Now, don't look at my
Nice.
line here. This is a little sloppy through this wide turn. If I had any balls, I'd be on the outside line and I'd be pinned to the floor, going like 120 right now.
You've got passengers. You're being courteous.
I've got a passenger, and he knew what he was signing up for. He's a way better race driver than I am. He's probably a better race driver than I'll ever be.
I
My
like your helmet.
passenger is a guy by the name of Andy Sow. I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's HSAIO, some foreign thing.
Well,
Anyway,
I think we'll wrap the stream up here in a minute because
yeah.
we've gotten our time in. Next week we'll have to do a plug on CS careers. Figure something out.
See if I can pop out a YouTube video and a blog post and get some. See if I can get some viewership from that. See what I can do.
And I will say, for my sake, I don't know. I should probably finish my my blog post.
All right, good
What'd you
stuff.
think?
Well, thanks for the two of you that stuck it out. Appreciate it.
And more better, not bad content to come.
Yeah. That could be interesting, though. I have no problem putting people in the server. All right, good stuff. All right, see ya.